name is Decker Link, the trained unprofessional, and welcome to Tennis Ace. On the last one... The fuck happened on the last one? Where am I? What the fuck? Oh, Jesus. So, what was the last one? This one? Yeah, the last one would be this one. Good lord. Yeah, day 7. Hi, everyone. Outside the diner, a comfortable breeze blows. I close my eyes and enjoy the comfortable wind ruffling my fur. This really is a godsend in this particularly hot day. Again, complaining about the goddamn heat. June notices it too, letting his fur flutter against the wind. Well, the weather sure took a nice turn all of a sudden. Hey, there's everyone. It's the world telling us it likes our plans. Well, I certainly don't mind the... Whoa! Someone comes running off the street and bumps into me. Whoa! Careful! Shuichi reacts fast and grabs me before I can fall to the ground. The other person isn't as lucky. Hey, watch where you're going, will you? Ow, ow, ow. Falling to the ground is a small Akita girl, rubbing her back with a painful expression on her face. Are you alright? Here, let me help. Saya extends a helping hand, and the girl takes hold of it, propping herself up. Thanks. And you, watch where you're going. What if I had gotten seriously hurt? What? But You're the one who should watch it. What are you doing running around in the middle of the street? Of course you're gonna bump into someone. You should be the one apologizing. What? But I'm so much smaller than he... As soon as her eyes focus on me, they go wide. You! Her expression immediately turns sharp and she points at me with a yell. You know her? Not that I recall. Wow, I can't believe I'd run into you here. Talk about an interesting turn of events. Nikita, wait! Who the fuck? Oh, who the hell? Another Akita runs towards us from the crowd. He stops dead on his tracks when he sees the girl and walks up to here with a look of concern. Oh, everyone's saying, oh god, this part. What? Now I'm worried. What the fuck is this part? Damn it, Mikiko! I told you not to go running off on your own. What if you ended up bumping you're talking to someone. Are these people you know? Not really. Your friend here came running and crashed into my friend here. What? Jeez, Mikiko. I told you this was gonna happen. What? Whatever. Look who it is. She points at me, euphoric. I have to take a step back because her finger nearly jabs me in the face. Whoa, careful there! The boy follows her pointing finger, and as soon as his eyes fall on my face... See, what did I tell you? I'm sorry, what the hell is going on here? The boy seems to completely ignore me. I never thought I'd run into you in the middle of the street. I wanted to meet you in person for the longest time. You're a lot bigger than I thought you'd be, though I guess that makes sense. Do you guys know Rutherford from somewhere? I sure do. He's been my idol for the longest time. I can't wait to meet you again. This is gonna be loads of fun. I wish I could stay and chat, but we're actually late. Come on, Mikiko. We have to hurry. Yeah, but aren't you gonna do a declaration of war or something? Don't be silly. There's no need for that. See you at the end of the month. Hey, son. Bye. What? I'm very confused. I'm Confucian. He grabs the girl's wrist and drags her along the crowd as she kicks and protests. Wait, I didn't get your name. Well, that was odd. You think it was someone who knew about you as a tennis player? Had to be. There's no other logical explanation for what happened. What just happened isn't logical, no matter how you try to explain it. We all jump in surprise as we hear Keikun shouting from behind us. Once he notices our reaction, he quickly apologizes. Oh, sorry, but that doesn't matter right now. I knew that guy was familiar to me. You know him, Urishihara-san? Yeah, I do. He's a rising star in the world of tennis. 1 year younger than me, so he should be a first year in high school by now. He was an unknown until 2 years ago, so I'm not surprised you haven't heard of him. He sounds and looks like an ass. Oh. The guy, he's evil? He did have a bit of like a face on him. Oh, so when he said see you at the end of the month, he must have meant the prefecturals. Yeah, must have been that. His name is Yuya Coco Nose. Coco Nose. Coco Nose. I don't know how to say it properly. To say he's a genius is to put it mildly. He's the sort of guy who plays completely by instinct. There's not real logic behind what he does, and he adapts to everything you do crazy fast, too. He's the sort of player I hate playing against the most. Huh, that description reminds me of someone, actually. Shuichi looks at me. Keisuke and Saya follow his gaze, nodding along.
Fits the bill spot on, if I must say.
Yeah, he's definitely similar, very similar to Rutherford-san. The biggest difference between you two is that his style is more explosive. I don't really know how to put it. Even if you don't focus too much on strategy, you're still always trying to come up with a way to avoid your opponent's strengths and play to their weaknesses. He doesn't. He willingly plays against them in their own game to let himself adapt. And he's crazy fast, too. You can be completely crushing him in one game and get the tables completely reversed on you in the next one. I've played against him 3 times and haven't won once. You think he'd be trouble for Rutherford if they ended up playing against each other? It's hard to say. If he's still the same way he was 2 years ago when I played him, I'd say no, but I doubt he is. Shuichi puts a hand on my shoulder. Well, I guess that just means you have one more rival to worry about. As if I didn't have enough already. He gives me a reassuring smile, though it doesn't really do much to take my mind off of it. Yuya Kokonose, a player just like me. If we end up playing each other, that might end up as an interesting twist of fate. Not that I believe in those things, of course.
Guys?
Yeah?
Don't we still have to take a train to the park? Doesn't it have a fixed schedule?
Shit, that's right. Come on, come on, we're gonna have to run to the station.
What, but
No buts, or we're gonna lose it.
Didn't what just happened teach you guys anything about running on the street?
Thank the gads for warm water. A good bath was all I needed today. God, how my bed looks inviting right now. Sheesh, I feel drained even though we didn't do much today. I guess we ended up running around a lot.
I found the videos you asked me to look for.
God. Thanks, Aki. I'll be down in just a second. No rest for the wicked, I suppose. Aki's on the couch, fiddling around with the laptop, plugging it in on the TV.
What's with a sudden interest in other players?
I ran into the guy in the street today, and one of my friends told me he might be trouble, so I just got curious.
Well, from what I saw in the video, I don't think he will. But then again, the video is from last year.
Goodness me, that voice. He turns on the TV and immediately opens to a pause video of a tennis court.
The quality isn't all that great, but then again, this was taken from a phone.
He presses the play button on the screen and comes to life. In it, I see the image from behind a certain Akita as he runs around returning all of his opponent's shots. Love you! I can die! You can love you! You can go out with me! Wow, he seems to be insanely popular.
He kind of reminds me of you, actually. His style's very similar, too.
I can see that. I guess he wasn't kidding when he said I was his idol. Did he base his playstyle around imitating mine, or is it just coincidence?
Well, either way, I don't think there's much for you to worry about. He's good, but his shots lack power. I mean, he's not as precise as his footwork is crude.
When did you become an expert on the subject?
Oh, please, I've been watching you since I was a kid. Of course, I can tell the difference between imitation of the real thing.
Still, something about this guy bothers me, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Well, you can stay here and watch the vid if you want. I'm going out with my friends tomorrow morning, so I'm crashing early. Good night.
Night, Aki. I run my hand around his head, ruffling his fur. gives me a warm smile, and goes back upstairs. Why do you make me feel so uneasy? Well, I guess I don't have much more to gain from staring at this video. As Aki pointed out, his style is basically a carbon copy of mine, taking down a few pegs. Though I don't see any reason to worry, and yet...
I'm watching you, Wazowski.
I turn off the TV and the laptop. Yes, I'm off to bed. April 17. Oh boy. The bell rings announcing the start of Homeroom. Or at least it should. Holy shit, this music is really kicking up. Let me know if it's too loud. Or at least it should. Most students just look around the class uncomfortably as Shima-sensei is again absent.
Again? What is this, the 4th time this month?
Some of the students began chat among themselves. Some complaining, others just taking this as an opportunity to kick back and relax. Regardless, the classroom starts becoming more and more rowdy as the time passes by.
Don't be so critical, Kyo-chan. He might just be running a little late or might have something to deal with. Still, don't you think multiple times a month is a little bit much? Plus, he always nags if someone is a little bit late. Well...
oh god, I don't remember these fuckers' names.
Gee, you're eating in class again? Put those chips away.
Well, Shima-sensei isn't here yet, so what's the problem?
The problem is that you're covering your table with crumbs again. At least avoid making a mess.
Oh, sorry. Jeez, you really are a rowdy bunch. Well, most of them. And still, the thing that bothers me the most is the missing Tiger Boy. Not this again. I'm getting flashbacks from last week already. Alright, Rutherford-kun, is Kobayashi-kun gonna be late again today? Man, he only transferred here last week, but I already feel like he's late more often than not. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I wonder what excuse he's gonna give me this time. Just my mind begins to wander, the sound of the door being opened whisks me back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. I turn to look and
Oh, Kazuragi-sensei, what brings you by?
Class rep immediately gets up and greets her. As always, she's quick to wear a smile on her face, looking over ever so warm and gentle. Oh, I gotta get Kitsunagawa-chan. Just what I was happy to see. Come here with me for a second. She beckons Rep to her and she quickly follows. They both shut the door just as they go outside. A bunch of students immediately press themselves against the door, trying to listen in on the conversation. What are you guys even doing? They'll eventually tell us what this is going to be about anyway.
Shit, you're not gonna join in, and at least avoid spoiling the fun.
Of course, Jinichiro is among them. I'm not even surprised. Fun? What's the fun about pressing yourself against a door together with 10-something other guys and risk being caught just to hear some boring news about, oh, it looks like there's a new student transferring here today. Oh god, is it that motherfucker? Is it that motherfucker? Is it the motherfucker? Is it the fucker of mothers? Is it? Ugh. The entire class immediately stands at attention. The students that had been sitting in their chairs minding their own business are immediately drawn into peeking.
Wow, really? 2 weeks after class started?
Why? It looks like he's coming from Europe.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna be a supermodel transferring here because he's got a job in Japan.
Well, hang on a second. Who said it'd be a guy? It's totally gonna be a chick. I'm calling it.
Gross! Are you thinking of putting the mills on a transfer center?
You were just thinking the same thing. What's not? The class immediately erupts into chatter about the latest gossip. What's so exciting about this anyway? Aren't you people getting a bit carried away? Hey, settle down, will ya? I can barely hear what the... Most of the students who are peeking through the door immediately scurry to their seats as they hear something on the other side. Poor Gene, on the hand, wasn't listening, and whah! He falls face first to the floor as soon as the door is opened. Katsuragi-sensei is standing next to the door, staring strictly at the mouse that just fell to her feet. Class rep is standing next to her, face palming. Jean, whatever. Is it the fucker of mothers guilty? Her tone is dry and full of disappointment. Although knowing her, I'm sure she's disappointed at him being caught instead of at him spying on their conversation.
Can barely hear what they...
Can barely hear what they're going... What there was? Is that what you were trying to say? Nezumiro-kun?
Hello, Katsuragi-sensei.
She gives him a cold smile capable of sending shivers down the spine of whomever she directs it at. You'll see me after class. She says it simply as if she were telling him the time of day. Shinichiro immediately slumps on the ground. A slump. Tears welling up in his eyes as if he was an anime character.
Yes, ma'am.
So pathetic. Katsuragi-sensei smiles, patting Rep on the shoulder. Well, I trust that you will take care of this for me, right, Kitsunaga-chan? Yes, ma'am. She waves us goodbye as she walks down the corridor back to the staff room. The class rep looks down the floor at Jinichiro, who is still sobbing like a child. Oh, come on, Jean. Get up off the floor already. That's pathetic. She said it. She straight up said it. God dizzity damn.
That's so rude. Have some pity on me, for
Christ's sake. He immediately springs up from the floor.
No, it's your fault for getting caught. You should have known something like this would happen.
You're a devil woman.
Oh, well, seems someone has bounced back really fast.
As expected of the class rep, she knows how to provoke people very easily.
Guys, can I have your attention for a second?
She walks to the front of the class, and everyone goes quiet to pay attention. Even Jean gets back to his seat, still huffing and kicking, but he sits quietly nonetheless. The entire class is filled with expectation. I guess the talk of an overseas student really got everyone excited.
Everyone, listen up. Katsuragi-sensei wanted me to tell you guys that Shima-sensei has called in sick today, so we'll be doing free studies during homeroom. Still, no one is allowed to leave the classroom. That is all.
The room is enveloped in a different kind of silence. Now that everyone's expectations were broken, confusion has settled in.
Wait a second, what about the transfer student? Transfer student? Don't play dumb, we heard you talking about a fart student!
What are you talking about?
Ayako, is there really no transfer student?
She seems like the whole class is invested in this idea of a transfer student. Even Kyoko, who usually keeps herself separated from her class's usual intrigue, is curious about it.
This is the first I've heard about it, since they didn't mention anything like that to me.
Seriously? Oh, I was looking forward to meeting the fun star! The murmurs of disappointment become so loud that it sounds like the giant whale coming from our class. A few years later, our class would be inducted into the school's 7 great mysteries as the whaling class. Legend would go that anyone who hears the... What the fuck you? Just kidding. Fuck off. Class rep watches it for a few seconds before clearing her throat again and drawing attention back to herself.
Well, either way, you guys already know what to do, so either you study like you're supposed to, or at least keep your voices down so as not to disturb those are the ones who will.
Her icy glare is enough to make most people flinch. Well, she didn't become class representative on good looks alone. She's very good at discipline and demanding respect. In a matter of seconds, the entire class is immediately separates into 2 groups, those who actually are working and studying, and those who are playing around. I myself have no idea what to do. June isn't around, so I can't talk to him, although admittedly, I'd probably end up tutoring him. If there's one thing I learned about the tiger since he joined that, he is academically terrible. Have to make sure he doesn't fail. Maybe I could tag along with someone else? Well, here's another choice. Here's another choice. Yeah. Okay, so do we choose class rep in Kyoko? Do we choose Jin and Jin? Or do we play games with Kumagawa? Kumagawa is... oh... No. Not doing that today. So, we got a choice for class rep. Hey, kitty cat. Another one for rep. Another one for rep. Ooh, a lot of people choosing class rep in Kyoko. Another vote for study. Okay, that's 4 in a row. I'll choose it. 5 in a row. Jesus, all right. We shall study with class rep in Kyoko. I guess I really should put a little more work. My grades used to be so much higher before. Right now, I'm just barely above a passing grade. Not that I particularly care about it, but I suppose if I want Jin to listen to me when I tell him to study, I should give a better example. I approach the table where the two are quietly taking notes and reviewing material for the class we should have had. Class rep seems to spot me coming over to them from the corner of her eye. Rutherford-kun, hey! She gives me a cheerful greeting, and leans back on her chair to look at me. Kyoko continues to scribble onto her notebook, not bothering to look at me, not acknowledging my presence with more than a passing hi. Yeah, that. Not that I can be picky about how I get treated. I am intruding on their study session after all. What can I do for you, Rutherford? Anything you need? Not really. I was wondering if I could join you guys. Study group, maybe? She smiles widely as she hears this, scooting a chair a little to the side and giving me a little more space. Oh, sure, please do. You okay with this, Kyoko-san? She finally looks up and nods, smiling politely at me. Sure, as long as you agree to tutor me on the subject. Ayaka might have a lot of enthusiasm, but she sucks at history. What? Hey, at least I'm trying here. And yet, she still consistently gets among the top 10 scores of our grade. Sure, let me give this a cursory reading, and I'll see what I can do. I grab my own study materials from my desk and pull up a chair to theirs, using the space they left open for me. Rutherford-kun, do you know anything Norse mythology? I thought we were studying Greek. What's with Shima-sensei anyway? Isn't this class supposed to be about Japanese history? Careful, if Shima-sensei knew you'd been saying that, he'd put you on the spot like he did June last week. Gah. Shima-sensei is a nice guy, but he has this weird fixation with Western mythology. What was the name of the giant snake god again? Fenrir? No, Fenrir was the wolf son of Loki. The serpent was fuck you! And he's not a god. He's one of the 3 monstrous children of Loki, 2 of which are responsible for bringing Ragnarok. Ragnarok? The Norse equivalent of the apocalypse. Well, sort of. The world doesn't exactly end with Ragnarok. How do you know all this? You don't even pay attention in class half the time. Norse mythology is kind of a staple in gaming, so I got interested and researched it. Same for Greek, Egyptian, Babylonian, Irish. All right, I get it. You know a lot of mythologies. Kyoko starts flipping through her notes in frustration. This is stupid. Why can't we be studying feudal Japan? I actually know that crap. I'd expect you to. We've been studying that since elementary school. At least mythology is interesting. Definitely a lot more than hearing about who killed Benkei or the feats of Yoshitsune. Oh sure, hearing about how a male Norse god shapeshifted into a mare, mated with a stallion, and gave birth to an 8-legged horse that was turned into sent to said god's father mount is certainly more interesting. It happens to everyone at some point, am I right? Okay, you got me beat there. Good as you remembering the whole thing, though. Kyoko sighs, her shoulders sagging forward. It's both the most absurd and disgusting thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I wish I could forget it. Yeah, the Nordic people certainly weren't lacking in the imagination department.
No shortage in the perversion department either. It's not that bad. Old Japanese folklore tend to be pretty out there too. Oh really? I challenge you to find something as bad as this. Well, actually, never mind. Knowing you, you'd probably end up, you probably would, and my mind would be chock full of disgusting myths already. Is chock full already. Ayaki smiles at her remark. Well, if you're done ranting, then, Rutherford-kun, can you explain this myth here to me?
Which one?
The Minotaur.
Oh, so it's Greek mythology now. We spend the rest of the homeroom working in silence. I somehow wind up tutoring them in most of the stuff I still know about the subject, which turns out to be a lot. Guess I won't have to work very hard for my history subject this year. A few hours later, well, that was so fucking interesting, wasn't it? People were requesting me to come back to the June route, and oh, now this is what I'm giving them? Fuck yeah, man. Holy shit. Morning.
Yo!
Shoichi and Sayo stroll into the open door, walking towards our usual lunch-eating spot. Huh? Where's Jun-kun? He's a no-show today. I tried messaging him, but I didn't have any luck. Shoichi pulls up a chair and quickly sits on it, placing his lunchbox gingerly on the table. I wonder if something happened to him. Saya quickly follows suit, opening her lunchbox to unveil a poorly organized mess of lunch. Ah, there it is. The whatever the hell it is lunchbox. What is in there anyway? Seafood?
Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner, but seriously, why should I care if my food is messy? It's all gonna get mixed up in my stomach either way.
It's also gonna turn into shit inside your body anyway. Does that mean you'd eat shit to speed up the process? Can we please not talk about eating shit during lunchtime? Sorry. Shoichi huffs grumpily, grabbing his pair of chopsticks and quickly separating the two. He opens the lid of his lunchbox, revealing a very well-organized and pretty-looking lunch. Saya eyes his food with desire, looking back and forth between her own lunchbox and his.
Shokun,
No! He cuts her down before she even has time to finish her sentence.
At least let me finish talking!
I already know what you're gonna ask me.
Are you really sure of that? I might have wanted to ask you something completely different.
Different from what?
From asking for your lunchbox.
See, that's what I knew you were gonna ask me.
Shoichi is crazy good with words sometimes.
You quickly got her to admit that this is what she was planning to do from the start.
Oh, come on, yours is a girl's lunchbox. Wouldn't it suit me better?
If it really is a girl's lunchbox, the llast person at the table that should have it is you.
Gah! Come on, pretty please.
From negotiating to pleading, Saya is sure quick to discard her dignity. I already said no, just eat your food. Yet Shoichi doesn't budge. He calmly ignores her, lazily munching on his food.
You're so stingy. I should ask Hitoka-chan to pack my lunch for me too.
Please don't try to take advantage of my little sister.
What's the big deal? She packs a lunchbox for you.
I don't ask her to. She just does it because she wants to, and I eat it because I don't want to upset her.
Are you saying you wouldn't eat it otherwise?
No, of course I'd eat it. Hitoka's food is delicious.
Well, she lives with your mother, so it was either learning how to cook or dying of food poisoning.
That's true. At least someone in the family can cook. Shoichi's attention quickly snaps to me, sits in his spot, blinking in confusion at my statement. What do you mean? What about me? Oh shit, I'd let it slip. Huh? Saya immediately freezes up as she notices my blunder. I mean the household. Yeah, I meant like at least someone in the house knows how to cook. Since you don't live with them, you don't count. Shit, was I too obvious? That's true. You can certainly see it that way. Saya and I breathe out a collective sigh of relief. Thank God you're gullible, Shoichi. Oh, I almost forgot. Did you guys hear the news yet? Oh yeah, that's true. Katsuragi-sensei came over to our class this morning to tell us. You mean about Shima-sensei being sick, right? That came as a shock to me too. Class rep shows up out of nowhere, putting a hand on Shuichi's shoulder. Though she has a gentle smile on her face, her voice sounds oddly stern. They both look awkwardly at each other for a few seconds. Class rep walks behind Shuichi, putting her hands on his shoulder and leaning into him a bit. Right, Shokun? Ouch, Yuko-chan, you're hurting me. She wears a sweet smile on her face, but her hands are squeezing Shuichi's shoulder so hard that I'm afraid she'll puncture him with her claws. I give up. Shuichi taps her arms frantically, like a wrestler tapping out of a fight he can't win. Well, anyway, I'm glad you guys heard the news. Bye. She merrily walks out of the classroom, skipping on her step. What was that about? I thought I was gonna die. I wonder if something is happening to Aya-chan today. Seriously, is no one worried about me right now? Saya waves him off. You'll be fine, don't worry about it. You're such jerks. Sound of the door echoes. Hey, there he is. June walks through the door. Just as Kitty Cat says that they missed the sweet tiger. I'm so shocked by his sudden appearance that I'm left unable to react as the tiger plops down on his chair. Well, are you okay, Kobayashi-kun? You don't look so hot. I'm fine. Really? You don't look fine. You look like crap. No offense. None taken. He rummages through his bag, pulling out his own lunchbox. He looks at it for a few seconds with a sour expression, eventually shoving it back into his bag and settling it down on the floor. You're not gonna eat? I don't have much of an appetite right now. June slumps down on his table. What happened today that's got you so down? My competition's tomorrow, remember? Oh, is that... Shuichi jabs me square in the ribs with an open hand. Jeez, his hand felt like a knife stabbing right through me. Ow! I painfully rub my side as Shuichi glares at me. It's fine, Shuichi-san. I already expected Rutherford-san to forget anyway. Ah! Oh, fuck. The way you said it made it transparent that I had forgotten about it. Sorry, June. I swear I was gonna go to watch you, honest. There's no point anyway. I've been forbidden from taking part by my parents. What? Why? I've gotten a little ill recently, and they decided it'd be better if I didn't push myself. Is it that again? June nods. The expression on his face is so strained. That? What's that? Oh, how do I put it? I had to take Jun-kun to the infirmary last week because of a spike in blood pressure caused by stress. He got dizzy and felt lightheaded, and that triggered a panic attack, so he couldn't breathe. Jun stares at Shuichi in amazement, completely bewildered by his words. You have excellent memory, Shuichi-san. I try. Anyway, they're really going to keep you from participating because of that, then? Yeah. Said I wasn't allowed to touch the piano until the doctor okayed me again. They're afraid I'd relapse. It's bullshit. Whoa! I never thought I'd live to see the day where when a cuss word would come out of your mouth. I'm really pissed, so don't be surprised. Saya starts patting him on the back, talking to him with a sweet, gentle voice. Aw, there. You'll feel better soon, I promise. Mizuguchi-san, I'm not a child. Really? 'Cause you certainly act like one sometimes. Ugh. I guess I can't disagree with that. Oh, so he does have some self-awareness. Aren't you guys supposed to be trying to make me feel better? We are, but teasing you is so too much fun. You suck. I'm just joking to try to get you to lighten up. Shuichi runs his fingers through Jun's head for a few seconds, then he starts vigorously tussling it. Lighten up a little, will ya? Shouchan, stop it. Well, aren't you two cute together? Jun smiles, drumming his fingers on the table. You know, I could just go to the competition anyway. Without your parents' approval? It's not like they can stop me from going on stage anyway. I'm old enough to make decisions for myself. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the age of majority is 20 years old, not 19. Gah. You could just show up there without saying anything and perform as if nothing happened. I mean, I don't think your parents will have told the staff about you not participating anymore.
Oh, that's true.
Don't give him ideas.
Oh, come on. He's old enough to know what he wants to do. I'm not telling him that he should do it. But if he cares more about participating in the competition than caring for his health, what's it to you?
But Fine, he can do whatever he wants, you're right. Saya blinks multiple times in confusion.
That's weird. You're usually self-righteous to a fault. I was looking forward to arguing with you. It's no fun if you just lie down and take it.
When did you turn into Urashihara? She smiles, shrugging in delight.
I understand why he does it. Antagonizing you is loads of fun.
To borrow a phrase from June, you suck. Saya laughs, snorting every now and then. Oh good, you're all here. Oh, there he is. Keisuke walks into the room carrying a thick magazine in his hands.
Kei-chan, what are you doing here?
Take a look at this. He throws the magazine on the center of the table, nearly knocking down some of our food. It's this month's copy of Saitama's Spo Mag. Look at what it says on the cover.
Let's see, it's...
Saya gasps, picking up the magazine and nearly shoving her face into it.
Eh?
What is it? Something wrong?
It's you, Rutherford-kun. You're on the cover of the magazine.
What? Give me that! I snatch the copy away from her and examine it myself. Shoichi and Jun try scooting closer to see it as well, but I can't help but feel a little bit claustrophobic. It's true. The cover says Rising Star Month. They dedicated this edition to writing articles about promising athletes in multiple fields. That's pretty cool, actually. That's not all either. Look inside. We all got our own articles. Even me.
Oh, wow, gimme!
He snatches it out of my hand and starts flipping through the pages excitedly.
Hey, I wasn't done with that.
Shh. Aha, found mine. Let's see. What does it say? Ooh. Scouts will want to be keeping an eye on this 18-year-old Shoichi Urata, who will be graduating from high school this year. Urata has become well known as one of Japan's best setters and has received the Saitama Best Setter Award 3 years in a row already. Urata's superior precision as a setter, coupled with a varied offensive repertoire, make him the foundation of his team's attack. Many professional teams have studied and expressed an interest in scouting him after he's finished with his studies, but when approached for an interview, setter Urata declined to comment. It's odd I don't remember being approached for an interview. Let's see what else is there. Even so, we firmly believe that setter Urata has a bright future ahead of him, and if he chooses to pursue a career in volleyball, and it wouldn't be at all unthinkable if he became the face of Japan's national team sometime in the future, as he... Oh right, that's enough. Quit hogging the spotlight. I want to see my article too. If it was a Playboy magazine, holy shit. Keisuke takes the magazine forcefully from Shoichi. What, didn't you already read yours? At least let me finish mine. I did. As soon as I saw it, I came over to show you guys. Learn to share. Let's see. Keisuke Urashihara was already a very discussed name in the media as the young aspiring athlete and also the heir to the multi-millionaire Urashihara Corporation. While he has been toiling around behind haze for a while, we might have seen some steady climb in his national rank, and many believe he might soon make a breakthrough. Urashihara's style is based around strategy and analysis, and many have compared his superior tactics to Japan's #1 player, Takagi Tanabe, who's stayed as #1 in Japan for the past 3 years. Only the future will tell what we can expect from this young athlete, but we have high hopes from not only the... Oh, right, that's enough. Give it back now. The two start wrestling for the magazine, pulling on it with a childish disputed tug-of-war. Stop behaving like kids. I don't care. I want to finish reading my article. It's my magazine. I'm the one who bought it. I get to read mine first.
Guys, you're making too much... Shut up! Shut it!
And to continue to struggle for the magazine, eventually, just as we all expected, Shoichi wins and takes the magazine from Keisuke. God. The result was already pretty obvious, considering how much stronger Shoichi is. But Keisuke's hand slips and Shoichi loses his balance when the magazine is all of a sudden released. He tumbles back in his seat and ends up hitting Jun square in the face with the magazine. Ow! Whoa, Jun-kun, are you alright? Settle down, it's just a magazine, you're not gonna break his nose with that. But I could have hit him on the eye. What if he... Jun gives him a few taps on the shoulder, rubbing his own nose with a pained expression.
Shuichi-san, I'm fine. Just please don't hit me in the face anymore.
Yes. Jun grabs hold of the magazine in Shuichi's hand and takes it away from him. He does it so gently and smoothly that Shuichi doesn't even register it at first. What? Hey!
I want to read the article on Rutherford-san. He's on the cover, so I imagine he would have a much more detailed article. And remember, you did just hit him in the face with the damn thing. At least let him use it as he wants to.
That's fair. Wait, but that's my
Shush!
Saya calmly shuts him down before he has the chance to really say anything. Stop acting like animals. Oh, wait.
Saitama's very own rising star, Rutherford Hayes,
God.
is set to have his professional debut at the end of this year, with many people anxious to see how he performs in his last year in the junior rankings, as that could set the tone for the beginning of his career. Despite a few setbacks in later years and having some performance issues when it counted most, Hayes is still cited by many sports critics to be one of Japan's most promising athletes across all categories. He has the body of a trained athlete, keen senses and reflexes, and the mind of a chess master. He is force to be reckoned with on the courts. Will this be the year when he finally defeats Takagi Tanabe and claims the title of Japan's #1 junior? We can only speculate by this point, but many of us hope to see it.
Shuichi looks up from the magazine for a second, giving me a pointed stare. Mind of a chess master? Really? Hey, I'm not the one who wrote this.
Still, that's really high praise coming from them. I'm not surprised. The chief editor of this magazine has always had a boner for Rutherford. What, Mizoguchi-san? What, it's true. Even when he loses, he gets glowing reviews every time. He's had something written about him in this magazine almost every month for the past 3 years. That level of fanaticism sounds like something my dad would do.
Your dad's a fan of Rutherford. Yeah, he is. It's weird, to say the least.
Yeah, Dad can be pretty Shut your mouth. Yeah, Dad can be pretty intense when he's excited. It's very annoying.
No, you're the last person who should be saying this.
Huh, why?
Keikun sighs, rubbing the bridge of his nose in exasperation. No, nothing, never mind. Jin cocks his head to the side in confusion, a gesture that has easily turned into the most adorable thing I've seen all day.
Well, now that that's all said and done, can I have the magazine, please? I want to see my article.
Oh, there isn't one. The air immediately goes frigid.
What do you mean there isn't one?
Saya-chan, calm down.
What are you talking about? I'm so calm.
I am calm. Constant cracking of her knuckles says otherwise. No, they didn't overlook you. It's just that this month's edition is focused on male players. Next month is apparently for the girls.
Ah.
Her body relaxes, and we instinctively relax with her. I was already preparing myself for a Saya temper tantrum.
Why didn't you say so earlier? You almost gave me the wrong idea there, Keikun.
She playfully slaps him multiple times on the back. Ow, ow, ow. Mizoguchi-san, it hurts.
Oh, don't be such a baby. It was just some light taps, as if a cute little girl could hurt you.
Where's the cute little girl? I don't see her.
Oh, Rowdy, do you want me to punch you?
Oh, you're as scary as a Yakuza leader right now.
Jeez, you're so mean.
I'm just honest.
Then don't be!
Hey, what's with that? What's that at the gate? What? My attention immediately snapped to the side where I see Jean staring intently at the window. What's wrong, Jean?
Is that a guy riding a horse?
Huh? Everyone's attention immediately snaps to the front gate as we see what looks like a white horse galloping towards the entrance.
What?
You've got to be kidding me. And without a doubt, that's someone riding on horseback towards the entrance. Is that Ayaka's-san?
What, Ayako?
Who's that? The horseman comes to a stop in front of the building. Class rep walks up to him and seems to be greeting him. So that's the new student, huh?
Wait, there actually is a new student?
Yeah, they informed all the third-year classrooms that since he'd be transferring here from Europe, they wanted to make sure everyone would receive him well. He's transferring to this classroom, actually.
Wait, what?
Where's this news coming from?
France, if I'm not mistaken.
What, a French boy? He must be so dreamy. I bet he's gonna be cute too.
Shit, the last thing I needed is more competition. Now I won't be able to get with any girl.
Let's face it, you wouldn't have had a chance if you were the last guy in here.
That's too mean.
There, bro. We'll get through this together.
Shouldn't you be telling me that it's not true?
Oh, I'm supposed to lie?
You suck!
Oh, what the fuck? Everyone meet Victor. Class rep also. Fuck you for lying. Before we know it, class rep has already shown up in our class. Another fox following in tow. Looks kind of weird. The eyes are too small. He stood quite a bit taller than class rep, his face covered by a beige fur that descended down towards his neck and disappeared inside of his uniform. He wore a meek smile as he half hid behind class rep despite easily standing over her. Hero. Hero. His voice came out as a near squeal. Oh. Hurrah! It almost sounded like his fur was tinted red. It looked as though his fur was tinted red. Not to mention his Japanese. His Japanese sounded so completely broken right now.
But he's so cute! He's adorable!
The girls that were still in the classroom immediately crowd over him, touching and pulling on him as he looked at them in a panic. Well, I'm not even gonna fucking try. Keikun twitches as he hears the boy talk.
Guys, fetches are so cute!
His words seem to drive the girls even more wild. Class rep seems to be standing to the side, giggling in delight at the little show. Alright, that's enough. Keikun pushes all his way through the mob, reaching up next to the fox and separating all the girls from him. Everyone stop already, this is ridiculous.
What? Who are you? Aren't you just a second year? You're the son of a Shahar Corporation. Oh.
Good morning. As they start to whisper to themselves, it quickly creates a buzz around the group of girls as they seem to quickly disperse. Keikun breathes out in relief as he returns to the fox. Oh, fuck. He's speaking French. I don't goddamn know French. The fox's eyes widen in surprise as he hears Keisuke speak in what I assume is French. Then more French. Keisuke smiles, offering a handshake. And more French. The fox smiles widely, grabbing hold of Keikun's hand and shaking it with gusto. Keikun, since when do you speak French? Oh, I can understand a few languages. Japanese, English, French, Portuguese, Indonesian, Italian. I'm pretty basic with most of them, though. English and French are the only ones I can really speak. Wow, yeah. At least someone can talk to him then.
That won't be necessary. Victor can actually speak Japanese.
Wait, he can? Yes. Oh, fuck. I suppose he has to have a French accent, I don't know. Yes, I can speak Japanese somewhat. I can't do a French-Japanese. I tried to meld French and Japanese accents, and I can't fucking do it, so... yes, I can speak Japanese somewhat. My pronunciation is pretty good. I can't say it's impeccable, but it's very close. Thank you. Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Victor Chevalier. It's a pleasure to meet you.
No, it's too hard to say it.
Sorry? Don't worry about it, that's just how Kobayashi is. Just answer me this, though. If you can speak Japanese, then why didn't you when they were hounding you? The girls didn't understand a word of what you said. What did he say anyway? Something along the lines of, back off already, would you? No, that's not quite right. It was more, please just let me breathe, to be honest. Yeah, but you sound like a wimp with that line.
Good.
The guy hasn't been here for more than 5 minutes, and KSK is already making teasing jokes at his expense. K-Kun, at least let him get acclimated with us before you start cracking jokes about him. Oh, sorry. He steps away, looking awkwardly at Victor. The fox, on the other hand, looks at us in curiosity. So you're my new classmates, right? Yeah, my name's Rutherford Hayes. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm Jun Kobayashi. Nice to meet you, Vikun.
Vikun, but... Oh, hey, I like the sound of that, Vikun. It's catchy. I'll go with that, too. Nice to meet you, Vikun. I'm Keisuke from class, 2A. I'm Shuichi Urada from class 3A. I'm not your classmate, but I do come over here a lot, so you'll probably see me often.
He's also the president of the student council, so don't hesitate to go to him if you have some sort of problem.
Oh, that's cool. I'll make sure to keep that in mind.
Me next. I'm Saya Mizuguchi from class 3A. Bon voyage.
Bon voyage?
Yeah, it's nice to meet you in French, right?
K-Kun bursts out in laughter.
What? Did I say something wrong?
Bon voyage is French for have a safe trip. What? He hasn't even had time to arrive properly yet, and you're already shoving him out the door and telling him to leave.
But what? That's not what I meant. Stop laughing, K-Kun.
And holy Jesus. He's shaking. He's going crazy now. In a single second, she grabs hold of him in a neck choke. Ow. All right. I'm sorry. Please let go. I can't breathe. These two always like this. Oh yeah, you've seen nothing yet. That's scary, to be honest. You're gonna have to get used to it sooner or later if you're gonna be in this class. I'll keep that in mind too.
By the way, Vikun, what's up with the horse?
In a second, everyone's attention immediately snaps to the fox as June finally asks the question we were all thinking but not saying. Oh, we're going there after all. Okay, what is the deal with the horse? Vic winces, looking away from us for a second, his cheeks becoming red again. I kinda lost a bet. A bet? Well, not really a bet, more like, how should I put it? My older brother made an agreement with me in exchange for his help. You see, my parents were initially opposed to me going on an exchange program, and since they're divorced, I don't get much time with my father. My brother, he told me that if I managed to convince my father to let me on this trip, I'd have to show up for my first day of class on horseback. That's pretty wild of him. Honestly, he does this kind of stuff all the time. Type? Tormenting me seems to be his main hobby.
That doesn't sound like a healthy hobby.
Hey, messing around with your younger sibling can be fun sometimes. Rutherford's-san too, huh? Guess we should all call Child Protective Services before he misses Akiyoshi's-kun too badly. I was joking. Well, I guess it could have been worse. He could have imposed a condition like you must go to school naked on your first day of class. I'd have refused to go on the trip then and there. I always thought French people didn't really care about modesty. I feel like I should punch you for that. I was joking. Feel free to punch him, Viku, and he totally deserves it. Trust me when I say this, he's like this all the time. I said I was joking! Viku sighs, shaking his head. So, where do I even sit? Do we even have open seat? Do we even have an open seat in our classroom?
There are a few in the back, but you'll all be assigned one by the homeroom teacher. Since he's absent today, just take any seat you'd like, and he'll deal with it tomorrow.
Again with the welcome to hell. I saw it earlier, and I wasn't gonna say anything, but fucking... I don't like it. I don't care that you do it all the time in all the other streams. I don't like it. Fuck. Okay, I guess I'll take this one. It's all the same, really. Victor pulls the chair and throws his bag on top of it. So, I assume that it's lunchtime, given how much food I see thrown on top of the tables. Any chance that there's a cafeteria where I can get some food for myself? There is, but if you have any love for life, don't eat there. It's not that bad. It's only a few dishes that suck. The rest is perfectly edible. You're just being nitpicky because you're used to fancy stuff. My lunchbox is literally salad, rice, and sausages. What's fancy about that? Huh? Yeah, wow. Totally not what I was expecting. What were you expecting? What exactly were you expecting? Gold leaves, diamonds, and pearls? Something along those lines, yeah. You're ridiculous. And try. Wow, you two seem to get along very well. Not at all. Despite their protests about this sort of stuff, they end up agreeing with each other more often than not. It can be downright disturbing sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore them. These two bickering is just another thing that you get used to in time. Oh. Don't ignore me there, that's my line. Stop stealing my line. Both of you stop! They immediately jump up in surprise as Saya's thunderous voice threatens to shake their very core. Jaro. Fucking Christ. Just say hi.
Jesus, stop behaving like children already. You're both grown men.
Sorry. Okay, is there something else I get used to with time? I'll tell you once I get used to it.
You'll leave them hanging for a good while then.
Quite likely. You two are ruthless. Saya chuckles. Look who's talking. Saya waves him off, immediately turning around to look Victor in the eye, a move that makes the fox jump. She puts both hands behind her back and curves her body forward, looking at him with a big smile on her face.
So, Vitkun, you said you needed food, right? We can share some of ours with you, right, guys?
Yeah, totally, for sure. I wasn't even gonna eat mine. Wow, that's really nice, but I can't accept that.
Why not? If we give you a little bit of our 4 lunchboxes, we'll barely notice the difference for ourselves, but you'll have a good deal of food to eat.
Well, she gives his back a few light taps, that are more like slaps, giggling.
It's okay, isn't it? This is the perfect opportunity to get to know your new classmates. Not that I'm really your classmate, but that doesn't matter. What the fuck is going on with my damn chair?
I just broke the 1 hour mark.
It's alright, Vitkun. I've only transferred to the school to the start of the school year, but they've all made me feel very welcome.
That's good to know. I suppose a meal wouldn't hurt. How much do I have to pay you guys?
You crack me up as if we'd let you pay for that.
But it's fine, Vitkun. Come on, let's introduce you to the rest of the class. One by one, preferably. Please, God. Okay. I was gonna say, like, please. Hopefully, we won't have to actually deal with that. Since we did hit the 1 hour mark, I do feel like this might be a good stopping point. My throat is starting to hurt again, and, you know, I don't want to say anything definite, but I was thinking maybe I might, do another stream later on today, but I doubt it now that I'm saying it out loud, because I'm like, I've got shit to do today. It just seems weird to be done at not even 10 o'clock in the morning. But, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and stop here. As much as it sucks that now I said that as soon as Giddy Cat said that it's great to watch while doing some sketches. I have other stuff you could watch while doing sketches. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Yeah, because I'm running out of steam. I think it's pretty obvious I'm starting to come down a little bit. So thank you all very much for watching this episode of Tennis Ace. On the next one, I will see more of day 8. Eventually, we'll be getting to the point where we get to date people. Like, it feels like we've been waiting forever to do that. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained up professional speaking for the voices in my head when I say, fare thee well. Bye, everyone. Yeah. Burp.